According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, an organization that focuses on the conditions of oceans, major waterways, and the atmosphere, on their website titled Coral Reef Ecosystems, last updated on September of 2018, stated that during a detrimental event for coral reefs that took place in 2014 through 2017, unusual warm water caused 70% of the coral ecosystems worldwide to become bleached. Now, if you've never had the chance to see the coral reefs, you may never get to. Coral reefs help improve the value and importance of our ecosystems. Now today, I will be informing you first on the benefits of coral reefs, and second, the destruction on a local and global level. To begin, let's first discuss the benefits for humans that coral reefs provide. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, an organization that focuses on the conditions of oceans, major waterways, and their atmosphere, on their website titled The Importance of Coral Reefs, last updated in July 6th of 2017, stated that many new drugs are now being developed based off of the coral plants and animals found on these reefs. These drugs could be possible cures to cancer, arthritis, human bacterial infections, and much more. According to Britannica Academic, a database with articles written by historians, curators, professors, and other notable experts, titled Coral Reefs, last updated in 2019, stated that coral reefs help prevent erosion, loss of life, and property damage. It's estimated that 500 million people live within 100 kilometers of a coral reef and are helped by the coral reef ecosystem. As cited before in the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, titled Coral Reef Ecosystems, they stated that 25% of healthy reefs, or 25% of animals, depend on a healthy reef in order to survive. The fish need the nooks and crannies that are found in those reefs to hide, reproduce, have their young, and find food. According to Charles Shepherds and others, who is a professor at the University of Warwick and a marine biologist, in their book titled The Biology of Coral Reefs, published on February 10th of 2018, stated that 600,000 to 9 million different kinds of plants and animal species are found on the coral reefs. They stated that only 10% of these species, though, have actually been discovered. Now that we've talked about the benefits for plants and animals, we will now move on to the destruction of coral reefs on a local and global level. To begin, we will first talk about the destruction on a local level. As cited before on Britannica Academic, they stated that coral harvesting is one of the many reasons that coral reefs are now becoming destroyed. This is due to the fact that many aquariums and jewelry places want coral to be in their products. Too much coral harvesting of one specific kind of species can actually destroy that species, and it can also take it away from that coral ecosystem that brings down the biodiversity of that ecosystem. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, an organization of the U.S. federal government whose mission is to protect human and environmental health, in their article titled Threats to Coral Reefs, last updated in May 4th of 2018, stated that overfishing is another reason that coral reefs are becoming destroyed. If too much of the feeder fish are taken out of that ecosystem, it can cause the algae to double and grow on the coral itself. The United States Environmental Protection Agency also stated that pollutants that start on land, such as sedimentation, nutrients such as farm animal waste, and the fertilizers, trash, and microplastics also have a big impact on the coral reefs. The United States Environmental Protection Agency went on to say that physical damage such as dredging, quarrying, poor fishing practices, and boat anchors also have a big impact physically on the coral. According to Britannica Academic, as cited before, they also stated that coral bleaching is another big reason that the corals are becoming affected. They stated that this is when the brown coloration is let off into the water and expelled, thus leaving the coral white. They are unsure of the reasons why still, but there's extensive research still going on. Now that we've talked about the destruction on a local level, we will now move on to the destruction on a global level. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, they stated that climate impacts such as an increase in tropical storms and the ocean circular pattern also have a big impact on coral reefs. They stated that the acidity in the water can also affect the salts and ions that the coral uses to grow to become depleted, thus not allowing the reef to grow. They also stated if there's too much acidity found in the water, this can cause the structures to actually become dissolved. Now today I've talked to you about the benefits for both humans and animals And I've talked to you about the destruction on a local and global level. Coral reefs help improve the importance and value of our ecosystem. Now today we are trying to help preserve and protect the coral reefs that weren't affected in the 2014 through 2017 bleaching.